and welcome to Second Arts. My name is Agnieszka and I'm a furniture flipper and home interior enthusiast based in Gothenburg, Sweden. Now brace yourself, because in today's video I'm diving into the controversial world of painting antique furniture. Yep, you heard me right. So if you get strong opinions about preserving the natural beauty of antiques, this might just be the video to raise your blood pressure a notch or two. So picture this. Chilly garage, dusty corners, and a sad, forgotten chest just waiting to be rescued. That's how I found this chest that my client absolutely fell in love with. And she wanted to keep that vintage charm, but with a splash of personal style thrown into the mix. And trust me, this piece was in some desperate need of TLC. Now let's skip the small talk and get straight to the good stuff. Let me show you how I transformed this old and tired chest, turning trash to treasure. Let's do this! Let's take a closer look at what I'm working with today. This vintage buffet, although beautiful as it is also quite damaged. There is a piece of edging missing, which I found in one of the drawers. The veneer is peeling and it just looks very tired, which isn't surprising for a 100-year-old buffet. I started my work by removing the hardware, which I'm not sure is original or not, but removing it is easier said than done, because the nails are worn off and hard to remove. Next, I used Gorilla Glue to attach back the missing edging. And since I don't have clamps that are long enough, I did stand there and add pressure to the edging for at least 5 minutes before I could move on with my work. I also removed the details on the front because, to be honest with you, it looked like men's genitals and my client doesn't need that, that's for sure. But on the flip side, I found some historic newspaper glued to the back of these details. Peeling off the veneer is always super satisfying until you realize you are the one who has to repair that. But luckily I have my stinky bondo, which we call kemisk trä in Swedish. This is a 2-part putty that hardens within minutes and is great for repairing bigger damages. Once bondo had dried, I busted out my orbital sander and 120 grit paper to scuff sand this chest. The finish on this piece was a little glossy and I always want to make sure my paint won't scratch off easily, therefore I sanded it lightly. 120 grit paper will also leave the surface nice and smooth without leaving any swirl marks. I did scuff sand this piece, but I didn't sand it to bare wood, and that's why I make sure to prime this furniture first. My favorite Zinsabine shellac primer creates a durable surface and works as a tooth for the next paint to attach to. Do you see the yellow stains here? This is called bleed through and it's basically the wood showing through the primer. If I wouldn't have primed this piece first, there is a big chance this would show the actual paint my client chose and look nasty. Now that this chest is all prepped, it's time to paint it. My client went for a soft, romantic color, which is this peach pink. She was choosing between this and navy blue, but I think this color was a great choice and will work great with the brass hardware and other furniture as well. One coat of paint is almost never enough. No, sorry, it's never enough. But before I could apply a second coat of paint, I did remove any bumps and imperfections by lightly sanding the furniture with 220 grit paper. That way the surface will be smoother than baby's bottom. Oh, and let's not forget about the inside of the chest. It looks very worn out and has water stain, so I sanded it lightly just to freshen it up a little. And last but not least, I did put back the original hardware. So what do you think about this transformation? Did your blood pressure get high when you saw me painting with this peach color? Let me know in the comments what you think about this piece, and I will see you next time.